Good afternoon. I am Carol Adams with Carol Adams Creations, and today we're going to be making a honeybee wall hanging. And what I have done, 18 inches, and I don't know how wide these fence posts are. Let's see. They're about 5 1/4, and we had some extra fence posts from several years ago when we did the fence in the backyard. And I glued them together with wood glue. And then I took painter's sticks and I just cut them. And they don't have to be, they don't have to all be this size. All you're trying to do is make sure that the seam right here is together. I made sure that they were going to stick, so I used some super glue, some wood glue, and some hot glue. So I don't think these are going to go anywhere. So what other things I need? And I want this little piece to be at the bottom. I'm going to be using a hammer. I'm going to be using some hot glue, some upholstery nails. These are 7/16 inch decorative nails that I got by Dritz, that I got at Joann Fabric. Then I printed off, I did this last year if you remember, and so I printed this off on canvas because I want this to be honeybees. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to make a pocket. So I have to make sure this is open a little bit because I'm going to cut these flowers that I bought at I think the tulips I bought at Michael's, but the rest of them I bought at Dollar Tree. So what we're going to do, first of all, let me just put this right here. I am going to attempt to tear. Now how I did this is a canvas pad. I guess it's called canvas pad because it comes in a pad. And so I just put this through my printer, however your printer may be. One thing I did find, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to try to cut and tear this. I don't even know if this is going to work or not, but we're going to see. I don't know, I just want a torn edge just to kind of look rough. Yeah, just like that. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually fold this down like 2 times to kind of give me a little bit of a border on the top. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hot glue this down. Let me move my board a moment. Okay. I have like wood chips. Wood chips everywhere. Okay, so I'm just going to glue this down. It won't take much because it's the burlap, but I don't want it to go through to the other side. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. That's always hot, remember? I want to make sure that this is glued down. You know, I have those little tips. I never remember to get them out. There we go. And then I'm just going to glue it. Since I have enough of this, I'm just going to do this again. Okay. No! Sorry. The things us crafters do is this is going to be the top of my my basket, if you would, or part of my wall hanging. And that's going to be the underneath part. So I'm going to attach this right here, right there in the center. And this is about, I will post a photo of this, a JPEG, so if you want to do this, you can, because this is about 5 1/4 by 6 1/4. So just a little bit wider, a little bit longer than it is wide. So I actually want to stitch this on, but I forgot to get my thread, and so I'm not going to make you wait for me to go look for the thread. So I'm just going to hot glue it in a couple of places, and then I'm going to go back and do a little bit of stitching on this because I think that would really look good. So now, let me make sure this is in the middle. I'm just going to do a little bit here and here just to kind of keep that on. And then make sure it doesn't stick to my other surface. So here we go. And then I'm going to do like an X up here. I may do it all the way across. I'm not certain yet. I haven't got that far. So anyway, so I'm going to take my board. And first I am going to glue this underside. Make sure I have, I don't know if you can see this or not. I'm going to make sure I got this part in the middle. And then I'm going to glue this under there. And then hopefully it'll all stick together. Not sure how good burlap is going to stick on glue. I mean wood, but we shall see. Okay, leave that on there. Just needed for that. Okay, so now I want this to have a little bit of an opening, just like that. So, just like I said, we're just kind of making a pocket. So I'm going to just do a little bit of hot glue right here and a little bit right there, just so that I can keep that in place. Okay. Steady. So I think what I'm going to do, you don't have to keep all this on here. You can trim this off if you want. I think I'll just leave it on there. Okay, I'm just going to attach some glue right there and some glue right there. And some glue under here. A little wrinkle, like I said. So all these are just decorative tacks, and they're called upholstery tacks. And so I'm just going to take one here and just hammer it in. Easier said than done. Oh, come on. I want to do it too hard because I don't want it to mess up the tack. Works better if you have a rubber mallet. Do that. Okay, so let me just kind of stick those like that. I'll use these here. This is not going to look great, but it'll give us an idea of what it's going to look like. Like that. And we have a really adorable wall hanging that I'm going to get it all finished. I may just add a bow right here. And then I'm going to tack this down with some embroidery floss. And then I'm going to finish down here. And I figured you've seen enough. You could figure everything out. So I hope you all have an awesome day.